Hi, welcome to our demonstration of what I believe is the most versatile edgebander I have ever made. It's a manual edgebander, but it will do more than even very large, completely industrial machines. This will do straight panels, just like normal edgebanders. In addition to that, it will also do straight panels on a bevel. So a slight bevel on the edge it can do. And it will do curves, round tables like here, round like this. And it will do a piece like this, which has both inside and outside curves. Before we put the machine to work, let me just explain to you all the parts, all the different buttons, and so you can get yourself oriented a little better on the machine. Here we have the on and off button. Next to it we have the power indication switch, just a light that comes on when the power is on. The next one is the glue pot and feeding on and off switch. Here's a selector switch that we can turn in two directions, either for straight panels or for curved panels. This one here, the next one, is a speed adjustment switch, and especially if we're doing inside curves or some work where you need a little more time, then it's really nice that we can adjust the speed down so that you get more time and you can do perfect work. An emergency switch here, off switch only of course. Timer switch that times the time that you have the automatic feeding going. The next one is a tape length counting switch. We can simply here input the length of the tape that we need. This is really only used if you do round tabletops or something where the band has to be an exact length. But you can input that length here, and then back on the other side of the back side of the machine, it will count so that it is exactly the same length each time. And then this one here is the glue pot temperature. This adjusts whichever glue you put in. Some glues have a little bit different temperatures, and also where you can start the whole machine. That's all controlled from here. That's pretty much what's going on the front of the machine. On the top of the machine, let's go to the top. Here, we start here. This can be pulled out so you have more support for wider panels. In addition to that, it's a really neat feature here. You can angle it up. There's an angle readout right here. And now I can push it back in all the way to the glue pot. So this is how you do your angle cuts if your board has a slight angle on it. These three rollers are only in place when you do straight panels. They are attached with two little Allen screws here and can be removed when we do curved work. Back here is the glue pot, the lid for the glue pot here, and it's rather large. Here is the feed and pressure roller. This is where you meet the tape coming in here, and then you press the board against this rubber roller here, and that's how you ensure that it really stays on the board. The tape edge banding stays on the board really well. Here's the glue pot, and this is an unusual glue pot because it has two glue rollers. It has one in the front here. You can only use that when you do your straight boards. In fact, when you do straight boards, you can put glue both on the panel and on the tape at the same time, which makes for even better adhesion. On the back side, we have a glue roller that puts the glue on the tape, and that is used when we do curved work. These two handles up here, they adjust the amount of glue we are putting on the tape on the back side and on the panel on the front side. We go here, you can see there is a little blade here, a little switch. That is attached. When we push that in, we only use this switch when we do straight panels, but when we push it in, we start the feeding of the tape. And then it stops the feeding of the tape with the timer here on the front, and we have to be able to adjust that because of the adjustable feed speed. And then the panel comes along here, and as it leaves this switch, the guillotine cuts the tape from the coil. Now on the back side here, here's the guillotine. Here we have the feed roller, and here is the tape length counting roller. Now let's go ahead and run a straight panel. Put it here, just before the switch. Make sure everything is clean and clear. Tape is right at the guillotine, yes. We go up to the switch, start the feeding, and I go up here to the glue roller, and you can see, just meet the panel manually right there, push it against the feeding, and that's it. This is done. You can see the tape is overhanging on both sides, top and bottom, and the end. Then later we are going to go to the trimming machine and finish them off. Now let's do a curved panel. This is like a display case or something like that. Now the whole machine changes. We no longer use the switch in the infeed fence. Also, we have removed those 3 pressure rollers in the back. I have set the machine from straight line to curve. I have calibrated the counter here, and I'm just going to make this hang over on both ends, and 80 will work just fine for that. And my timer is set so that it will push the tape beyond the pressure roller. And you can also, maybe you can see that, but I have actually slowed it down a little bit from the straight so I get more control. So I start the machine with the foot pedal, and the counter here is actually what's going to determine when it's going to get cut from the coil. So here we go. Start the feeding. I go here and I'm getting ready for the tape. Here it comes. Push it against. Now I'm just pushing against the feed roller. I don't have to feed it at the same time. The feed roller takes care of that. Just like that. You can see that 80 was just perfect. It's overhanging the end just a little bit, and it's on here.